Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's broadcast of Friday Night Football, supporting your Reagan County Owls, brought to you by Glasscock Chevrolet. And, of course, J.L. Mankin and the Big Lake Wildcat, and we appreciate everything. Tonight, we're in Forsan, Texas, for a big game, a big test for Reagan County. Stephen Dodd, along with my co-host Scott Myers. Scott, who are the captains?
Good to be here. I've got captains on the Forsan Buffalo side as Sawyer Stallings, Caden Morgan, Major Stockton, I believe that's a name and not a position, Nathaniel Hernandez. Captains for the Owls, Octavian Reyes, Dylan Dodd, Juan Saucedo, Elijah Gonzalez. I say Juan Saucedo like that because that's Billy.
That's Billy.
Just saying.
Let's see what the call is going to be on the field.
Forsan, Texas, for those who are wondering, just south of Big Spring.
Beautiful night tonight in Howard County, Scott.
It is a beautiful night and a big game for both of these teams. Forsan comes into this game, Stephen, with, let's get the call here first. Forsan won the toss and deferred to the second half, so it looks like the Owls are going to get the ball here to begin this ball game. And they will be kicking off, the Buffaloes will be kicking from the south, and the Owls will be receiving from the north. So with all of those formalities out of the way, Stephen, how big a game is this?
You know, I think it's a big game for Reagan County. The Owls come in on a 3-game winning streak, having played some just exceptional football. And we've got a ranked opponent across the field, big home crowd. I think this is a big early test for the Owls as they go into district play, and I know they're looking forward to this game.
I'm expecting emotions to be super high in this game for a couple of reasons. One, this is homecoming for the Forsan Buffaloes, and they had all of their ceremonies and such before the ball game, and that's always something to get kids hyped up. This is also you know, the folks from Big Lake travel pretty well. We've got a pretty good contingent of Owl fans here tonight.
Boy, we do, Scott. Both sides, the stands are full, and we're in the stands tonight. We're right next to the band, so you'll hear a lot of sights and sounds of Owl football. It looks like we're going to kick it off.
It is going to sound a lot different than the times when we get stuck up in a booth, because we are in the crowd. We've got the band directly to our right. We've got the crowd all around us. We've got coaches right behind us. So if it doesn't sound like a ball game tonight, I don't know, Steven. I don't think it's going to get any better than this.
Couldn't say it any better. And I just love it like this. I love being out next to the band and in the crowd. It's just a lot more fun. Well, let's play football, folks.
Owls have 3 deep in this formation to receive.
Gonzalez fields the kick. He's going to bring it out.
Hit and brought down at the 10-yard line. That's a nice play by number 24, Aiden Castro of the Forsan Buffaloes.
Owl offense takes the field to start the first quarter. First drive of the night. Let's see what Reagan County dials up.
A mostly familiar offensive line here for the Owls varsity. Christian DeLuna at center, flanked by Saucedo and Glass. Tackles Eli Hernandez. And actually, I believe this is, I think they call him Little Sauce.
That's Little Sauce.
That's a big kid to be called Little Anything. Kason Brown with the play action. Throwing the ball deep now, underthrown and picked off. Good ball play by number 17, Adrian Enriquez, looking for that ball. And Forsan has a really big defensive play. Stephen, I couldn't tell what happened there. Is that a miscommunication?
I couldn't tell either, Scott. Owls went for it. First play of the game, you got to love it. And field's not quite flipped. Owls defense set to see what they can do.
So the Buffaloes have 39 yards to get to the end zone. They start off left tackle. Number 21 is the rusher, Chris Mendez. That's a nice first down gain.
2nd and about 5.
This time it's up the middle. Enough for the first down yardage. Nathaniel Hernandez, senior running back, takes it straight up the gut, picks up 7 or 8, picks up a first down. 1st and 10 at the 25 for Forsan. Looking to pass now. Hit as he throws, defended by Angel Martinez.
Nice defense by Reagan County.
This is Major Stockton at quarterback position for the Buffaloes. He's also a senior. Stockton going for the end zone that time. Angel Martinez has his receiver blanketed on that side. And Jared Brown comes over from the safety position. Here's a little jet sweep now from the Buffaloes. And they do make the edge and more, all the way down inside the 5. This is going to come back, though. There's a hold. This is going to go against Forsan and come back. That'll be marked from the flag.
Spot foul on that flag, Scott.
Yes, sir. So where the infraction actually occurred there is at the 8-yard line, and they'll mark this penalty from the 8. It's a 10-yard penalty, which puts the ball at the 18.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes. Their opening drive, ball just inside the 20.
So this is actually a repeat of 2nd down. With the penalty, they didn't have enough to make the change, so it's 2nd and 3. Stockton in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle. Hernandez once again gets hit and brought down. This is going to be very close to first down yardage. One official is signaling 3rd down, and the other one wants to take a look. If they spot it on the line, that looks like first down yardage. But they are signaling 3rd down. 3rd and very short. Major Stockton has Hernandez in the backfield with him. Gives it straight to him. Hernandez up the middle. Plenty this time for the first down. Be 1st and 10 from about the 12.
Al's defense hanging tough. This is an explosive, kind of a zippy Forsan offense. A lot of different types of formations, really featuring the run. Al's hanging tough right now after the turnover.
I would say zippy in the sense that they don't really waste any time. They're not running this play clock down to 5 seconds. They're getting the play off. Here goes Hernandez up the middle again, and this time the signal now comes. That is a touchdown for the Buffaloes on their opening drive. So the Forsan Buffaloes waste no time, taking advantage of the interception. They drive the 39 yards to the end zone and are lined up in PAT formation here. Looks like the kicker is Nolan Park.
Yeah.
And the holder is Brandon Valdez. Kick is up. It looks good from here, and it is good. So Forsan takes an early 7-0 lead. That'll take us to our first break.
And we're back, Al fans. Forsan about to kick off to Reagan County. Quick touchdown drive after the turnover. Al's looking to get one on the board and get this game evened up.
Elijah Gonzalez, AJ Avalos, the two deep. Eduardo Encinas at about the 25. This one goes once again to Elijah Gonzalez. It does bounce into the end zone and out of the side of the end zone, so the Owls will bring this out to start at the 25. 9:35 remaining in the first quarter.
Reagan County will begin 1st and 10 from the 25.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Owls going to start their second possession. I really call it the first possession.
So here come the Owls to the line, and as is familiar to Owls fans here, Kason Brown is in the shotgun. And this is Eduardo Encinas right behind him. Encinas gets the call up the middle, stopped, hit at the line, and brought down for negligible gain.
Coordinator with the stop for the Buffaloes. And Eduardo Encinas with the carry for Reagan County.
Looks like that play went a little long.
I'm not sure everybody heard the whistle.
Let's go with that.
I'm not sure if we got that in our frame there or not.
Second down for Reagan County after a minimal gain.
Still basically 2nd and 10. Brown this time looking to pass.
Has his man.
It's good to see Ray Salgado back in this ball game. Good pickup on 2nd down. That'll be a 3rd and short. We'll call it 3rd and 2 now.
Excellent pass, good protection.
I said Salgado, Raymond Saldivar.
Good to have him back. Nice way to introduce yourself to the Buffaloes with a nice reception by the sophomore receiver.
Owls in the tight formation now. All the receivers bunched up on the left side of the line. And it's a pitch to Encinas, who cuts back and finds some good running room.
Excellent execution by Reagan County for a Reagan County first down.
It's good to see Eduardo find that hole. That's a formation that we have not seen the Owls use up to this point. Very effective there. Now this looks familiar, more of a twins formation here with 2 receivers right. And now they bring them in tight once again. So everybody tight in this formation right here. Brown, this is a pass out of this formation this time. Crossing route just a little bit past the reach of Saldivar.
2nd down, Reagan County.
Bring up 2nd and 10. So the Owls trying some things here.
Yeah, we're looking at some new offensive sets that we haven't seen, Scott. Owls mixing it up a bit with the run and the pass. We got 2nd down and 10 for Reagan County. Looks like they're spreading it out a little bit.
This time there are 3 receivers split to the left and 1 to the right. That isolates Saldivar on the right side. Kason Brown gets it to him, and he makes one move and nearly breaks a tackle. It's going to get brought down for a short gain. That's a nice tackle on the outside by Bryson Kinsey.
Nice adjustment by the freshman quarterback, avoiding the sack and getting the ball out to Saldivar. Owls looking to move the chains one more time. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left in this first quarter.
I don't know if you know this, Steven. If Raymond breaks that tackle, he's probably faster than most of the guys out here. Brown in the shotgun once again. Here's that same set formation with the 3 receivers to the left. Owls trying to draw Forsan off sides. Now look to the play, to the sideline for a play call. Play clock is down to 3, 2, 1. They do get it off in time, and this is pass all the way. Underneath, the catch is made by Octavian Reyes, but he had to go down to get it. It's going to bring up 4th and short. Interesting call early in this ball game.
Brings up 4th down.
Not quite to midfield yet. It's at the 44-yard line. And there's the call. Coach Brown sends out his punting unit somewhat reluctantly.
He was thinking about it, Scott.
It's a little early in the game to take a risk of a 3-yard pickup on 4th down. So the Owls opt for, I would say, the safer option, and maybe Avalos is the punter, and he gets a good leg under it. Takes a decent bounce.
Nice kick by Avalos.
That's why you take the punt on 4th down. You flip the field a little bit here. And Forsan will take over on their 24-yard line with 1st and 10.
Owls down a touchdown. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Owls got some positive yards during that last drive. See if they can hold the Buffaloes here.
Up the middle for the Buffaloes, and this time the Owls shut it down pretty much right at the line of scrimmage.
Short gain for the Buffaloes. Nice job by the Owl defensive front. Got a lot of Buffaloes running in between those tackles there.
And a lot of Owls getting up from the pile. It's hard to even tell who to credit the tackle to.
Yeah.
This time they come right, and everybody, 3 or 4 people look the wrong direction, including me. Stockton actually kept that one on the read option, picked up about 5 yards.
Nice play on the outside, staying home and avoiding what would have been a lot of green grass in front of the senior quarterback for Forsan. Brings up 3rd and about 6.
That is a good read by the senior quarterback, too, because he's got 5 yards, and if he had actually handed that off, there'd have been a loss of yards on that play. That read option is a tricky thing. Straight up the middle this time.
Nice play by Reagan County. A whole host of Owls in there just making a big pile up on the running back. Like you say, it's hard to tell.
Alex Sosa making an appearance at the safety position. Sorry, a linebacker position here for the Owls. And in on that tackle, they bring up 4th down, and Elijah Gonzalez retreats back to his 30-yard line for the presumed punt attempt here. The rest of the Owls up on the line. The punt is away. Gonzalez may not have an opportunity to get to this one. Does end up letting it roll out of bounds. Nice punt by Forsan will put the Owls at 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And we'll take a quick break.
Steven, you weren't kidding that people are going to feel like they're right in the middle of this ball game.
They are. It's a great atmosphere here in Forsan, Texas, and Howard County. 4 minutes left in the first. Owls with their...
Encinas with the carry. Off the left side, picks up a couple.
Nice run by Encinas. And we're going to take a quick timeout. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Brief timeout on the field. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Owls. Some personnel changes here. 2nd down and 8. The Owls have a lot of different things that they've shown us on these 2nd and long. In fact, what we saw last week at TLCA was different from even what we saw the week before at Ozona. So here's a little screen pass. Octavian Reyes with the reception.
Octavian Reyes with the reception.
Nice quick pass by the freshman quarterback, Octavian, the senior. Octavian Reyes with a good reception and some yards after the catch. Brings up a 3rd down for the Owls.
3rd down and about 4 here for the first.
Owls waiting on the call.
Owls would certainly like to be able to move the chains.
3 minutes, 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Owls are down a touchdown.
Brown this time hands off. This is Encinas once again. He's met and dropped for a loss of a yard. It's going to bring up 4th and 4, 4th and 5. And the punting unit comes out once again. So the Owls thus far kind of running in sand a little bit, unable to get traction here on the first couple of possessions.
Moving the chains, making some positive yards, just not quite finishing on 3rd down. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in this opening quarter.
Avalos gets this one away.
And we have a flag, Scott.
Spinning kick that is right at the punter, which is almost certainly going to be, you know what? It's going to be a roughing the punter personal foul. So
Forsan went after that punt, and Avalos stood there and got the kickoff under fire. Nice job by the sophomore. That's the call.
Personal foul running into the kicker. So this is the 15-yard variety. And even the 5-yard kind would have given the first down to the Owls. But I don't want to mix up my leagues here now. The NFL has 2 different rules for running into the kicker.
They do.
One of them is, did you kind of bump him? And the other one is, did you plow him?
That looked kind of a hybrid, you know, a little bit of both, maybe. I don't know.
This is good news for the Owls. There is more than one way to get those chains moved.
Well, again, good discipline by Avalos and hanging in there under fire and getting the call, the right call.
Twins, doubles, whatever you want to call this, 2 receivers to each side. Xavier Reyes, the running back, in now. Brown, that little screen, this time it's Avalos, trying to come across the middle with it. Picks up only about 2, bring up 2nd and 8.
Owls looking to spread the ball to their playmakers. Owls have a lot of speed in the skill positions, looking to get the ball in their hands and see if they can make a play.
Same formation. This time it's Reyes up the middle. Hit at the line, driven back. Going to be a loss of 2 yards.
Nothing going there, Scott. Yeah, nothing going there. Brings up about 3rd and 10 for Reagan County. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Two-back set this time for the Owls. Extra protection for Brown. Does get the pass away at the last second. Broken up by number 17, Adrian Enriquez. Good closing on the ball that time. 4th down and a full 10. We'll bring on the punting unit once again.
Minute left in the first quarter. Owls are down. Owls are moving the chains. They're moving it forward, just not quite getting there. Avalos set to punt for Reagan County.
Rush is a little bit more relaxed this time. We're all looking for a flag up here.
Yeah,
it does come in, yeah. fact, sometimes I don't even need to say what's happening on the field because people can see it.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much directly in front of the official who's back there too. So this is going to be a block in the back. So from the point of that flag, this is a spot foul. It'll be 10 yards back from there. Forsan will take over at their own 11-yard line.
About a minute left in the first quarter. Forsan will get a couple plays off, and we will switch quarters and switch sides.
So the Owls are looking to have another defensive series just like the one that they just had, where they kind of bottled up that run game. Across the front now for the Owls, this is Dodd and Norton and Hernandez. Read option, Stockton keeps, comes up the middle. He's going to pick up a couple of yards here, maybe 4 or 5.
Boy, it's a rock'em sock'em game there between the tackles there tonight, Scott.
A lot of heavy hitting going on down there. 2nd and 5. Stockton out of the shotgun, keeps it. This is a run all the way. A little stiff arm, makes the outside, still making the outside. Samaniego finally brings him down at the 33, but their whistle is, or flag at the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what the call here is, Scott. That's on the opposite side of the field.
This is going to be, I think, very good news for the Owls because the officials are talking about where to mark this off back toward the goal line, holding against the Buffaloes, which will negate what would have been an excellent gain by Major Stockton.
19 seconds left in the first quarter. Owls pushing the Buffaloes back deep into their own territory.
2nd down and about 13. Buffalo's pushed back to their 7 or 8 yard line here. Fake the jet sweep. Stockton keeps, goes left side, and the Owls are there to drag him down. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Your Reagan County Owls are down 7-0, but the defense is holding strong, and we'll be back. And we're back, Reagan County, starting the next quarter. Second quarter, Owls are down 7-0. 3rd and quite a bit for Forsan deep in their own territory.
3rd and 8. This looks like a rollout to the right from Stockton, and he does get the ball up to a receiver. Good hands, and the indication is that's a catch and enough for the first down. Very acrobatic play on the sideline over there.
First down.
That was, Scott, and on the break, I was talking about how this is one of the more difficult games to announce. It's a very entertaining game. Both teams are playing at a high level. This is some fun football to watch.
Good stuff for you to watch here, Owl fans. Stockton once again. This time Hernandez gets the call, and he's dragged down by number 44, Dylan Dodd.
I like that guy.
2nd and 8.
2nd down, Forsan.
So across the front now, Dodd and Norton and Hernandez, Eli Hernandez. At the linebacker, we've got Fuller, Sosa, Dylan Odom. Jet sweep again to the near side. Looked like it might have been a hold, but not called. This is going to be very close. Here comes a flag in late. The official is coming. Do you see him moving his flag over there, Steven?
Yes.
That means it's going to be a spot foul. He saw something happen that happened right at the 35-yard line. Almost certainly going to be a hold.
Let's see if you're right. My bet's with you, Scott.
I'm right every once in a while. They're calling it as a chop block.
Chop block is called.
So
That's a 15-yarder, isn't it?
I believe they're going to mark this as 15. They should be. Now, chop block is interesting, Steven, because chop block, by definition, includes 2 players blocking 1 player. Now, you can use 2 guys to block 1, but you can't go high and low.
Right, and no karate.
Replay the down.
or pork. There's a question here, Steven. You actually have it correct. They're marking 15. Initially, they marked 10, and now there's some discussion about whether 10 or 15 is the correct distance, but a chop block is 15.
Looks like the official is actually explaining some stuff on the field.
So I'm not sure that we can say I got it right because I predicted that would be a hold. And win against the team I predicted.
It's the same.
Do I get half credit?
No, you full credit. It's a good job. So
I don't deserve full credit. Stockton out of the shotgun, giving some signs to his receivers. Going to be a false start here. I think the receivers are just taking off a little bit early. I think we're going to credit the Mighty Owl Band for that.
the Mighty Owl Band has thrown off the Forsan receivers. Great job by the, as they're affectionately called, the mob. And they're rowdy tonight. Our listeners can probably hear them.
I'm sure they can.
Doing a great job.
That's so much
representing.
so much more fun than us being in a soundproof booth.
It really is.
So here's Stockton from deep now. Read option, keeps it, and this time nailed for a tackle for loss. 4 or 5 Owls in the play this time. Angel Mateo's going to have to come off to the side here. His helmet came off in that play. And the rule in college and high school is if your helmet comes off, you've got to leave the field. Of course, that's a safety issue. They want to make sure that nothing's wrong with somebody's equipment.
So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Buffaloes. 10 minutes, 30 seconds.
This is 3rd and quite long because the first down marker is all the way out here at the 31. So this is 3rd and 19 yards maybe. Stockton rolls out to the right, has a receiver underneath, does make the catch, brought down immediately by Saldivar, and Connor Norton coming back to help with the tackle from his nose tackle position.
Connor's everywhere.
Covering some ground. 4th and 13.
Looks like the Buffaloes are lining up in a punt formation. 9 minutes, 55 seconds left in this second quarter. Exciting game, Scott.
This is a very exciting game. Elijah Gonzalez is back to receive. This time he's going to have a chance to return it. Picks it up at his 38-yard line, makes one move, and then comes back the near side. A little confusion with his blockers here. So a very short return. Owls are going to have excellent field position, though, at their own 39, maybe 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Owls.
Scott, they are going to have great field position, and Elijah fielding that punt probably saved the Owls 15, maybe 20 yards. Good job by the senior. Let's see what the Owls can do on offense. Looks like a spread formation.
Three to the left, 1 to the right. Stand up, sit down. Fight, fight, fight. Casey Brown in the shotgun position as you would expect. And this time it's Encinas out of the backfield who does receive the pass and still tackled for a loss. Nice play by Valdez coming up to make that tackle.
That was a nice play by that young man. Encinas is pretty quick.
I like the play call. If Encinas is able to break that tackle, he's got a lot of space out here to the near sideline.
Owls are really spreading the Buffaloes out. Looks like they're in the same type formation again, awaiting the call.
Pass all the way. Brown is in big trouble and dropped immediately.
Just not enough time that time for Brown. Wasn't a lot he could do, Scott.
There was nothing he could do. In fact, I think he was almost lucky to get down without being in a compromised position. That's the kind of play where you consider yourself fortunate to have held on to the football. So now the Owls are in the third and forever position.
They're in the same exact position, a little better field position. 8 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, this is a pass all the way and nearly completed on the outside. Elijah Gonzalez off of the fingertips.
Just a little bit long.
Ooh, you can hear that one in the crowd too.
You
can hear them going, oh.
Owls are going to punt. 8 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second quarter.
So A.J. Avalos has picked up punting duties in addition to the things that he normally takes care of. The snap is high, good hands. He fields it, does get a good punt away. Fair catch is called for, but this one's going to bounce and take a nice bounce. We need a measurement on that punt
by A.J. Avalos, fielding what was a difficult snap. Could have been a disaster, maintaining his composure and getting off a whale of a punt. What a weapon for Reagan County.
It's got to be close to a 60-yard punt, doesn't it?
It looks that way.
I'm going to say well over 50.
And rather than take a break, 8 minutes left in the second quarter, we're back to the action. Reagan County is taking the field on defense. This game is moving right along.
Forsan Buffalo's team wastes no time in getting not just into position, they just like to run plays quickly. And they run this time to the outside, and the Owls are there to shut down the edge. Tackle for loss will bring up 2nd and 11. Jarrett Brown in on that one. Hayden Samaniego in on that one.
7 minutes, 40 seconds left in the second quarter of action here from Forsan, Texas.
Stockton keeps it. This is a run pass option, and
Odom's got him.
Odom did not let him get away with any of that. Referee blows the whistle, basically to protect the quarterback from getting driven into the turf. And Dylan Odom wisely holds up, gets credit for a sack to bring up another third and very long situation.
Excellent play by the sophomore in what's turned into morphed into this defensive struggle.
Both defenses very stingy at this point. Stockton this time fakes rolling out to the left, is getting chased out to the right, does get the pass away, and I believe this is a completion.
Looks that way, Scott.
That is the signal indeed. That was a big deal for the Forsan Buffaloes offense right there. Caden Morgan with the reception. Senior to senior, Stockton to Morgan when they really needed it. First down at the 38-yard line, 6:47 to play in the first half. Hernandez this time finds room and has the sideline. I don't know if even Saldivar can catch him now. Forsan Buffaloes take it in. I said that was Hernandez. This is Chris Mendez, another senior on this Forsan Buffalo team. Off of the right tackle, all of a sudden found himself with a lot of room, got the sideline, and turned on the speed. very mature Forsan Buffaloes team, Stephen. They've got a lot of seniors on this team and seniors in really key positions.
They do, Scott. And with 6:30 left, Forsan's going to attempt the extra point.
Park's kick is up, and it is good. So Forsan takes a 14-0 lead. We're at 6:35 remaining in the first half. We'll take a break. We'll see you on the other side.
And we're back, Owl fans. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Owls down 14, about to get the ball.
Park's kick is a deep one, down to the 12-yard line, fielded by Avalos, trying to get some room up the middle. Not much there. It's going to get back to about the 20-yard line. Owls offense will come out, see if they can get something clicking here. Norton, DeLuna, Hernandez, and two Saucedos across the front here.
Brothers on the front line. You know their parents are proud tonight.
They should be.
Great linemen and even better young men.
I'm still getting over the size of Little Sauce.
Yeah, I don't know why they call him Little.
I mean, he was probably little at one time, but it's been a while. Xavier Reyes is in the backfield. Here's a timeout called by the Owls coaching staff. 6:28 on the clock. Timeout for us too.
And we're back. Reagan County coming out of a timeout. 6 minutes, 28 seconds left in the first half. Scott joining in the cheering section there. You know a cheerleader?
I know a couple cheerleaders, but I do have a favorite.
Yep.
It's all right to have a favorite once in a while. So the Owls now, this possession delayed by a timeout. Owls coaching staff wanted to change something about the look. Formation looks the same. Personnel looks the same. And, of course, Kason Brown in the shotgun. This is Xavier Reyes behind him. Going to get the call. Up the middle, Reyes picks up about 3 or 4. Reyes had a big game last week at TLCA.
He did, Scott. Well over 100 yards rushing, couple touchdowns. Wonderful game by the senior. Nice game by the line in front of him. I think Al's looking to capitalize on some of that. See if we can rekindle some of those plays here in Forsan. Second down and about 7.
Dodd in that H-back position. Leaves 3 receivers split, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Snap is over Kason Brown's head, and he wisely falls on it this deep in his own territory.
Casey Brown calls him a loose ball.
Sounds like some of the Forsan fans were looking for a flag and
Reagan County.
weren't happy about some things that they saw.
I have noticed from time to time fans have an opinion about when flags should be thrown. Have you noticed the same thing?
I have, and as we've discussed, I've never seen an official look up and say, "Oh, you're right." So,
well, never done it myself. Now, occasionally I'll go home after a game and look up to see if it's possible they were right. Here's Brown out of the shotgun, fakes the pass, hands off to Reyes, who is grabbed around the ankle. Good tackle by Colden Averett.
Owl offense is thwarted deep in their territory. Looks like they're going to punt. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first half.
This is a tricky position for Avalos because he's in his end zone near to the back line even of the end zone to take this snap. So this snap can't afford to have a snap go over his head like we did last time. Low this time. Avalos picks it up. Good hands. This kick is going to take a decent Owls bounce, and it does get across midfield, which is actually good news for the Owls. Another really good punt by A.J. Avalos.
Just fantastic composure back there in his own end zone with a snap on the ground and still pulling off a, well, from the point he kicked it, almost 60-yard punt.
Yeah,
nice job.
That's right. The statistics would show that that's a a 46-yard punt or whatever because they count from the line of scrimmage. But from where he kicked it, that's about 60 yards. It's about 60 yards. So nicely done by Avalos.
Forsan out to the line of scrimmage quick, as has been the case most of the game.
They don't give the Owls defense much time to react to what they're going to do. They just line up, they snap the ball, and they go. And it's been very effective so far. Here's Hernandez this time up the middle.
Nice play by the interior of the Owl defense. Brings up second down and about 6. 4 minutes left in the first half.
Clock runs as per usual with a
cool evening tonight, Scott. We got a little breeze.
We do have a little breeze, and some of the windmills are blowing and some of them are not. Lots of them out here, if you've been out this way. There's a little toss to the right side. The Owls are all over this one. Dodd and...
Let's see what else is there.
Fuller, and just 3 or 4 guys end up getting in on the tackle. Good tackle for loss because 3rd and 9 is much better than 3rd and 4. This may or may not be a passing down for the Buffaloes. They've shown that they've got some plays that they're designed to pick up extra yards, whether they're running them or passing them. Here comes Stott. Oh, and Dodd in and nails him in the backfield. A little cleanup work help with Eli Hernandez, but Dodd, big time sack.
He's playing a good game, Scott.
He sure is, and there's not a better time for him to get a sack because that 3rd and 10 turns into 4th and 16 and a near certain punting opportunity.
It looks like the Owls are crowding the line of scrimmage. Don't mind the viewers, this is a top 10 ranked team. And the Owls are right in this game and just putting up a fight.
Elijah Gonzalez does get a chance to field it. He's going to try to get outside. Not much running room. Once again, fielding it is the right decision. He's going to get out to about the 25, 27-yard line. Depends on where they mark forward progress.
Owls offense taking the field. We're not having a chance for as many breaks as we normally do just at the pace of this game. It's just frenetic. 2 minutes left in the first half. Owls are down a couple of scores, looking to put one on the board before the half ends.
You got to figure this is an exhausting pace for the players. There hasn't been much chance to stop and take in the scenery, if you would. Actually, the ball is marked at the 23. Brown looking to pass, has Octavian Reyes. Good pass and coming across, picking
Watch
up
out.
a couple extra yards. Yards after the catch, one of Octavian Reyes' specialties this season.
Reyes with a fantastic run after the catch, and great ball by Kaysen. Getting that ball out quick. Fantastic play. Just what Reagan County needed.
I don't know how detailed our stats keepers are, but I would love to see Octavian Reyes' they call it YAC.
Yes.
Yards after catch.
Not the animal.
That's correct. YAC, not YAK. Yards after catch. He picks them up. No wonder Kaysen Brown likes to look for him. Looking for this time across the middle. Finally Elijah time. Good to see him back nearly out to the midfield. Owls moving the chains.
Scott, Owls are cooking here toward the end of the first half.
Clock is at 1:30 and it will start on the official signal. Indeed, it starts already.
Owls are bringing their own pace now.
Brown, of course, in the shotgun. These all look like I was sure there was going to be a whistle here. This time, Odom gets out of bounds to stop the clock after a 4-yard gain. 1:14 is where the clock is stopped.
Owls getting some rhythm here late in the first half.
I was sure when that play was going to be blown dead, Stephen. It looked, from where we were, it looked like there was movement on one or both sides of the ball before the ball got snapped. And we'll take it 2nd and 6. Brown looking to pass all the way. Blitz up the middle is picked up. Reyes trying on the out route. Just a little bit out of reach. Forsan sent 5, maybe 6 that time.
Owl line doing an excellent job picking up the pressure.
A little bit of a delayed blitz.
1 minute, 8 seconds left in the second quarter. I had failed to change quarters a moment ago. It's the second quarter. I'm getting too excited watching this game.
It's too much to see. Brown looking for the deep route here and contact in the backfield, but that's not a catchable ball. That's not going to get flagged. That's a route where the Owls try to catch a defensive back, being a little too aggressive on the shorter route. Coach Brown calls for the punt team at 4th and 6.
1 minute left in the second quarter. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Glasscock Chevrolet. A lot of Glasscock stickers in the parking lot tonight, Scott.
Interesting here. This is Coach Brown calling a timeout on this 4th and 6.
And
I don't know if he's reconsidering, but we need to take a break too.
Stack mess, stack mess.
And we're back, Owl fans. A minute left in the second quarter. Owls threatening. They came out in punt formation and they...
This is going to be very interesting. Stephen, that Coach Brown called a timeout.
Like it. I like the call.
And during that timeout, the decision was made to go for it here on 4th down. So here comes the blitz. Kaysen Brown escapes the first man, trying to get rid of it, gets driven out of bounds. And you got to like the aggressive play calling.
You do, Scott. You do. In a game like this, Owls hanging in with a state-ranked opponent, playing great. I like the call.
William Stillwell with the tap on the backfield.
So Forsan will take over in Owls territory at the 46-yard line.
The 46.
If I wasn't announcing the game, I'd probably have already lost my voice. This is a great game.
Major Stockton, he wants more. It looks a little slant route, nearly picked off by Sosa.
Boy, it was close.
Stockton tried to squeeze that one in between a couple of defenders.
53 seconds left in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Buffaloes.
Forsan understandably being aggressive here with 46 yards to go. Stockton looking deep this time. Angel Martinez catches up, but is too late to break up the pass. Once again, Caden Morgan on the outside hauls in a nice one.
Nice pass by the senior quarterback from Forsan for the big gain. 46 seconds left now. Forsan threatening and in the red zone.
That is a really big completion coming into halftime here. Stockton, of course, now rolling out just a little bit. He'd just as soon run this one, and he's going to keep it, and he is in the end zone.
Stockton into the Buffalo score.
Stephen, when you watch Stockton throw that long, deep pass to Caden Morgan, and you see that they're both seniors, you got to figure those guys have been playing ball together for a long time.
It does look that way, Scott.
I don't know if you can see it, if our picture is wide enough for you to see it, but basically Stockton has a little shoulder fake that he throws, and then he turns and he just heaves the ball, and he's throwing it so far out in front of the receiver you think there's no way that's going to get caught, and yet Caden Morgan catches up with it. Extra point is good. With 39 seconds remaining before halftime, 21-0 is the Forsan Buffalo lead. We better take a little break.
And we're back out, fans. 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Forsan converting for a touchdown. Owls are down 3 scores, but you know, it's just not indicative. The score's not indicative of the fight we're watching on this field tonight.
I hope these Owl players don't get discouraged here. Defense, we think, Steven, is actually playing really well in 3 or 4 kind of key plays. Here's Avalos making the outside and getting a really nice return all the way out across the 30 to the 33 with 30 seconds remaining in the half. The Owls do have a timeout left, so if they do manage to pick up a long gain, maybe a couple of these out routes, then they might have a chance to move the ball down the field here.
It's quick strike offense the Owls employ. Anytime they're on the field, they're a threat from anywhere.
Looks like we're going back to that tight formation. Now we have seen the Owls offense both run and pass out of this formation. It's a little different look, and certainly this time it's a passing down underneath off the fingertips of Saldivar. Kason Brown read that just right.
2nd down, Reagan County.
Incomplete pass stops the clock. 2nd and 10 with 27 seconds remaining. I know when you're watching at home, that's one of the things that you need us to keep telling you how much time is left. 27 seconds in the second quarter. Brown, this is passing all the way, has to dodge a couple of people, still gets hit in the backfield, hanging on to the ball, driven to the turf for a loss. I'm guessing Coach Brown will just let the clock run here.
Posey still will.
13 seconds and counting.
It is.
Looks like an opportunity maybe to run one more play, or maybe just to get back into the locker room and regroup to see what we can do for the second half. Indeed.
Looks like that's what they did, Scott. And that's the end of the first half. An exciting, tough first half. Owls are down 3 scores.
Now, we should be able to bring you the band at halftime here, folks. You're going to get the backside of the band, but at least you'll be able to hear them this time. And pay attention, because the band is on their way to doing competitions here in the next couple of weeks. So we'll take a break, and then we'll be right back. I wonder if I'm supposed to go on that. I was going to ask.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please join me in welcoming to the field the pride of Reagan County, the Mighty Owl Band. Mighty Owl Band is under the direction of Mr. Joshua Rumbo. This year's competition selection, Journey to New Galaxies by movements. Drum majors Jonathan Rodriguez, Camila Trevino, you may take the field.
presenting for your halftime entertainment, the Forsan High School Marching Buffalo Band. The band is under the field direction of Senior Drum Major Ella Hoff, Senior Drum Major Nick Bassigalupo, and Sophomore Drum Major Morgan Miller. Tonight's show is entitled From the Ashes, including excerpts from the Firebird Suite and Fire of Eternal Glory.
And we're back, Owl fans, to start the third quarter. Owls down 21-0 in what's been, despite the score, an absolutely hard-fought game between the Buffaloes and the Owls. Owls set to kick off to start this second half.
AJ Avalos has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line and drives it toward the near sideline, fielded at the 15. Up the middle with the return.
It's a nice tackle there by
Jarrett Brown.
Looks like Jarrett Brown there on the stop. Owls defense takes the field. We had a couple big plays in the first half. Otherwise, the Owl defense they were standing strong.
This is one of those games, Stephen, where you see the score and you think it looks like a dominant performance, and in reality, 3 or 4 plays in that first half have made a really big difference in what's up there on the scoreboard. 1st and 10 for Forsan. Jet sweep. Successful as they make the edge once again. Finally driven out of bounds.
With the first down, Buffalo carry.
Big gain on first down for the Forsan Buffaloes. Moves the chains immediately out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Handoff up the middle, Hernandez spinning down across midfield to the, I almost said to the 51. To the 51-yard line. Is there a 51-yard line? We'll call it the 49. 2nd down and 5 or 6. Stockton hands off once again. Believe this is Hernandez up the middle. It is indeed Nathaniel Hernandez. 3rd down and 2 for the Buffaloes. Hernandez once again right up the middle. Picks up 3. That'll be enough to move the chains once again for the Buffaloes.
Buffalo first down.
Forsan wasting no time as you expect. Buffalo offense gets the play in quickly, gets the ball snapped quickly, and they've been doing it the whole game. Movement on the offensive line this time will back up the Buffaloes 5 yards and give them a 1st and 15.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Once the player's down in his stance like that, he can't come up until the ball is snapped. Fake the jet sweep this time. Jet sweep, and Stockton keeps. He's going to get across the original line of scrimmage, a pickup of about 6 or 7.
2nd down, Buffaloes.
We'll call it a 5-yard pickup. It is 2nd and 10. Stockton in trouble and hit a few times behind the line of scrimmage. Is going to turn this into a little bit of a gain.
Major Stockton with the carry.
Odom and Fuller and Connor Norton in on the stop. 3rd down and 6. Probably a 4th down territory situation. I'm sorry, a 4-down territory situation here for the Buffaloes. 3rd and 6. Motion. Hernandez off the right side, driving his way a few extra yards. He may have enough for the first down. We'll see where this spot is. The referee signals 4th down and 1, but as you might expect, no indication in a change of personnel here. Buffalo's clearly going for it on 4th down. Stockton to Hernandez, jumps over a couple of tacklers, trying to break loose in the secondary. Plenty of distance for first down yardage, all the way down to the 20. Buffalo's moving the chains quite effectively here to begin the 3rd quarter. We're down to 8:09 and counting. Stockton rolls out and hits a receiver on a little out route. Who is this? This is Josh Cervantes, another senior for this Buffaloes team.
Down, Forsan.
It's in a very effective play. That's going to bring up 2nd and 3 after a gain of 7. Stockton, Hernandez up the middle. Brought down by several Owl defenders.
That'll be a 1st and goal for the Buffaloes.
First down once again. 1st and goal this time. Looks like the spot is at the 9-yard line. Jet sweep turned up and inside.
Chris McNair with a carry.
Another gain. Second and goal. Clock stoppage, and we'll be taking a little break here. That was a quick little break there. We are at 6:41 in the 3rd quarter, and clock winds here. 2nd down and goal for the Buffaloes. Tight formation with 1 receiver split, but this is power football that the Buffaloes have been running here. Hernandez off the right side and bulls his way into the end zone. Very effective drive, almost entirely on the ground for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, Scott, it looked like every play was straight at them.
This Forsan Buffaloes team is looking to wear down the Owl defenders by going right at them time after time after time. Owls have some guys playing outside their normal positions, and the defense has been on the field quite a bit. Nolan Park lines up for the extra point attempt. He's been very good so far, and this one once again is up and is good, which gives the Forsan Buffaloes a 28-0 lead with 6:20 remaining in the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back. We'll let the cheerleaders bring you in here. The kick from Park is a deep one. And
nice return there.
AJ Avalos nearly got loose on the sideline. A very good return across the 30. Owls offense looking to get something moving here. First and 10 at their own 33. We're at the 6:12 mark in this ball game. Brown, these are passing downs all the way now.
Looks like we got a flag on the play, Scott.
I followed the ball, and so I did not see what happened at the end of that play, but that flag came in pretty late, didn't it?
It did. It could be some late action there after the pass.
We will get the signal from the white hat. Personal foul roughing the passer means that they got to Kason Brown late after he had gotten rid of the ball, which of course benefits the Owls, but actually a surprising turn of events for a Buffalo's defense that has been playing mostly very disciplined. 15 yards from the previous spot will, of course, move the chains for the Owls. A personal foul carries an automatic first down anyway. And the Owls down 4 scores in this game. Seems likely that they'll be wanting to try to put yards up quickly. Indeed, out to the outside, Octavian Reyes.
Nice play by Reagan County. Nice quick gain by the Owls.
Reyes makes it across the 50. I believe they're going to mark him all the way out at the 45 with forward progress. We're going to call that a 7-yard gain.
Second down, Reagan County.
2nd and 3. Now the clock does continue to roll, but we're halfway through the 3rd quarter here. Receivers are lined up, the 3 in a bunch out to this near sideline. Somebody's going to be open if we get enough time, but the handoff is to Encinas. Room off the right side.
Nice run by
Ball
Encinas.
pops loose. Ball pops loose and recovered by the Buffaloes.
Adrian Enriquez recovers the loose ball for the Buffaloes.
That's a tough one. Encinas had put in a nice run, had the yardage picked up for a first down.
First attempt at the 34.
And instead of first down and moving toward the goal line for the Owls, the chains get flipped around and the Buffaloes have their own 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. 5:18 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Forsan trying to get an extra player on.
Looks like we're going to have a quick stoppage of play, and we'll be back.
That's a good time to call it. Stockton's handoff to Hernandez. Hernandez finds all the room he needs up the middle. And I'm sorry I'm calling Hernandez, but Chris Mendez would prefer that I call his name for that touchdown. That is Mendez. Once again, another senior running back for this Forsan Buffalo team. And we're starting to see why this team is state ranked. They have got a very efficient offense, and they can put points up on the board. We have got a little stop in the action. We may be able to keep it here for the extra point try. I think we will. Forsan indeed expected to line up in PAT formation as they've done all game, and why not? They've got a really solid kicker in Nolan Park, who's been excellent this evening and is lined up for his 5th extra point attempt, which is up and through, wide left.
Extra point is no good.
Which leaves us at 34-0, 5:05 remaining in the third quarter, and we'll step aside. Back to third quarter action, 5:05 on the clock, and Forsan Buffaloes have taken a commanding 34-0 lead. Park's kickoff is fielded by Avalos at the 10. I'm sorry, this is by Elijah Gonzalez. Makes the left sideline out of bounds at the 30. A little action after the play, but no extra whistle, so the Owls offense will take over. I believe the spot's going to be right at the 30-yard line. And the Owls, Stephen, in that first possession of the third quarter, were moving the ball very effectively until the turnover.
They were, Scott. They marched down the field, and those things going to happen. But the Owls showed a lot of promise in moving the ball. Let's see if they can do it again.
Snap is on the ground. Brown tries to fall on it and cannot. Still bouncing around. And the misfortunes continue for the Owls as that ball is recovered by the Buffalo defense. Another turnover as the Owls can't seem to get out of their own way here in the third quarter. First and goal for Forsan at the 10-yard line.
Flag on the play.
Delay of game is the call. The play clock had gotten down to 0, which caught me by surprise, mostly because the Buffaloes have snapped so early in the play clock for most of this game. I didn't expect them to get it down to 0 at any point. Up the middle. Tough yards every time.
Hernandez with a carry.
Hernandez picks up about 6. Maybe 7 across the 10. From my angle, it looks like the 8-yard line. Stockton, Hernandez off the left side, driven down by Jarrett Brown.
Hernandez with a carry.
Eduardo Encinas in on the tackle.
3rd down, Forsan.
3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Rolling out, Stockton is going to have a little room going for the pylon and takes it himself, much to the delight of the home crowd. Heady play by the senior quarterback. Runs that as a little bit of an RPO, and when he sees that much space, he's just going to keep it. So 40 big ones up on the scoreboard for Forsan.
What was a close game seemingly is getting away from Reagan County.
Gotten quickly out of hand. Park is no good again. Kicked that PAT about 40 yards in the air, but not quite through the uprights. So we're back to a break. 3:34 remaining in the 3rd quarter, and we'll be back after this.
And we're back. Forsan kicking off with a big lead. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the 3rd. Owls still fighting hard.
Avalos once again receives the kickoff. Heads for the left-hand sideline, gets pulled down at about, once again, the 30-yard line. Owls offense coming onto the field.
Kevin Fedora with a stop on the return. First and 10 from the 30.
Here's that wide receiver screen. Saldivar is the one who gets it this time. Picks up some sideline. Gets driven out of bounds, but not until after he picks up a very nice first down across to the 47-yard line. Raymond Saldivar with good yards after the catch that time. Three receiver bunch to the left. Brown looking that way. Wide receiver screen run the other way. Elijah Gonzalez this time nearly breaks to the outside.
Nice play by Reagan County, moving the chains.
Gonzalez picks up a couple more on first down. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Second down and out.
Same three-bunch receiver to the left. Mix up in the backfield. Alex Xavier Reyes gets whacked. That's one of those plays where somebody went one direction and somebody else thought they were supposed to go the other direction. By the time they get it sorted out, you got 3 black jerseys in your backfield.
2 minutes left in the third quarter.
So 3rd down and 12. Brown looks left, has Odom underneath, who breaks a tackle, and the ball comes out again. We'll see where this gets picked up. Ball is out. I believe Odom still came out with it, which is of course very good news, but brings up, I believe, 4th down and about 3. They're going to mark it as a 4th and 3 indeed. And no hesitation this time on the part of the Owls. Why not? Nothing to lose here at this point. Kason Brown gets hit in the backfield and driven back further. So the Owls will turn it over on downs.
Or a pitch.
Forsan will take over on downs at the 48.
This is number 33, Kevin Kilgora, sophomore running back this time, who breaks free through the middle.
Scott, that's the end of the third quarter, and we'll be back.
We are back to the action. This is the start of the fourth quarter. Forsan obviously in control of this game and giving carries to their sophomore running back now, Kevin Kilgora.
Second down, Forsan.
Forsan has the opportunity to get some guys some reps at positions that they don't necessarily normally get. Kilgore off the left side. Owls still scrapping down there. 4 or 5 guys in on the tackle. They'll bring up 3rd and 4. Kilgore this time trying to go left side and run down by Samaniego. A flag comes in. There's a couple of different things that might have happened here. I'm hesitant to...
I'll take a guess, Scott.
Well, face mask is one of the options. And I believe that's the one that we came out with. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down. Flag comes into the middle here. From the umpire position. You may have noticed, Owl fans, that after taking the third quarter off, the Mighty Owl Band has returned.
You've done a great job tonight, Scott. Really brought a great energy to Forsan this evening.
They certainly have. The Mighty Owl Band brings it regularly. The call is an unsportsmanlike against Forsan. And unsportsmanlike could be any number of things that happened. It could have been something somebody said. It could have been... In fact, the coach usually wants an explanation for unsportsmanlike, and he's going to get it here from the gentleman in the white hat. Had to do that myself a couple of times yesterday at the JV game. Go explain to the coach what it was we saw, what it was we called. And back to the action. First down and goal now out here at the 17-yard line. Kilgore trying to get outside, and he does. And he's met here by Boteo. Avalos brought down inbounds at the 6. Second and goal from there. Kilgore, the sophomore, probably doesn't get a lot of carry opportunities playing behind those senior running backs. I'm guessing he's happy to get that ball in his hands tonight. Off the left side this time, Kilgore. Brought down by 3 or 4 Owls. Picks up a couple. It'll be 3rd and goal from about the 4-yard line. Nice solo tackle there in backfield for Angel Mateo. Good sportsmanship too, helping Kilgore up after that.
Brings up 4th down.
4th and goal. I believe the ball's going to be spotted back at about the 8-yard line. And when you've got a kicker like Nolan Park, you line up for a 25-yard field goal. Certainly he's got the distance for it, we know that much. Snap and hold are good. Kick is up and good, and nearly lands in the pasture on the other side of the fence. So we're at 7:16 to go in this ball game. 43-0 is our score. Time for a break. Here's the Mighty Owl Band with their...
Keeping the spirits high, Scott.
Kick goes deep. This time it's Gonzalez fielding it inside his 5, bringing it to the near sideline, and making a break for the sideline, coming out of bounds all the way across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Good return by Elijah Gonzalez. Good to see him back. .703 to play in this ball game. And there's the handoff to Alex Xavier Reyes. Taken down at the 40-yard line. We expect a lot of that at this point in a ball game like this.
Second down, Owls.
Keep the clock moving. And here's Brown passing the slant route. It's caught by A.J. Avalos. Here's a little bright spot. Very effective play. Completion across on the slant route. A.J. Avalos. There's a flag down on the play, and we have not yet moved because we're not sure what the call is, but they are, apparently this is going to go against Forsan because the officials are moving towards the new spot. Conversation here, yes. Looks like first down. No indication yet what the flag was actually for, but they may be adding it on to the end. We still didn't get an idea of, well, something in the personal foul arena, because that's a 15-yard penalty that's been marked off in addition to the A.J. Avalos reception, which was already a significant gain on its own. So the Owls are first and 10, all the way down at the 15. Brown looking to the end zone, pulls it back down as he's got several guys in now. Another flag comes in. Entirely possible that this might be a holding call. Now, interesting because, yeah, they'll take it. Okay, so first and 20. Sometimes a coach will elect to decline that penalty and take the down, which would have made it second and 10, but first and 20. Usually a coach will prefer first and 20 if they're the defensive coach. Brown and Reyes. We had thought maybe there'd just be a lot of handoffs in this fourth quarter, but with a little bit of life in the Owls offense, attempting to make a couple of slant routes turn into something that looks like points. Something of a moral victory would be helpful at this point. Steps up and legitimate attempt to find Odom in the end zone. Defended by the senior Caden Morgan. Got back in time to knock that ball away. Third and 20 now. Lots of movement, lots of contact. Everybody moving all at the same time. Everybody except for the ball snapper. So defense came across the line and made contact. Third and 15 now. Looks like they came across again. Offsides on the defense, coming across, making contact.
Called on the defense. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
So third and 10. The Owls pick up 10 yards by way of defensive penalties. Go from third and 20 now to third and 10. at the 15-yard line. Snap is over Brown's head, and this time he does fall on it. All the way back at the 35-yard line.
This ball is covered by Casey Brown for the Owls. Brings up fourth down.
Fourth down. And 30. Owls are going to run a play. It does seem a little silly to punt at this point, but not a lot of plays for 4th and 30 in the playbook. Send everybody deep, I guess, is the play. Ball comes out, which doesn't really matter. It's going to be a turnover either on downs or on the fumble recovery. And it's been that kind of night. So with 4:33 remaining in this ball game, Forsan will take over once again, holding a 43-0 lead. I don't know exactly how the state rankings work, but Forsan was already ranked in the top 10. Entirely possible that they'll move up in the rankings when they come out again beginning of next week. Fuller, Sosa, Dodd in on that tackle. That's one of those plays where Dylan Dodd's not going to get credit for a tackle, but he basically shoved his guy so far back into the play. He may as well have gotten credit for the tackle. .307 and counting. Fourth down and 4. Forsan in a punt formation. Got a timeout. We'll step away. 2:10 remains in the ball game. Flag comes in on this play. Activity after the whistle.
Personal foul is called.
Got to be at least a hold on the defender, if not pass interference. Good news for the Owls is that kind of defensive mistake actually brings an automatic first down with it. Don't know if you got a good look at that or not. Owls receiver held up on the sideline.
Pass interference is called on the defense.
Ball was in the air, so the call will be pass interference, which is a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. The irony of which is we're right back to 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line where we were when we came out of the break. So 1:45, just trying to get you to the end of this one. Brown looking, now running, tucks it down across the 40-yard line, picks up first down yardage.
Holden Averett with a stop for the Buffaloes.
1st and 10 at the 41, clock running at 1:27. And counting. Owls up to the line. Brown, wide receiver screen. Gonzalez across the 50. Enough yardage for the first down. Wide receiver screen, one of the few plays that has been reliable for the Owls this evening. Clock is actually still running, as is often the case in these one-sided ball games. They'll suspend the normal clock rules. Brown looking deep this time. Elijah Gonzalez, ball is in the air. Incomplete down the left sideline.
Second down, Reagan County.
They do stop the clock this time on the incomplete pass. So 23 seconds.
Bye week, Abernathy.
So the Owls will have an extra week. The schedule just says open. They call it a bye week, which obviously the Owls could use at this point in their season. So no game for you next Friday, and then district play starts the following week. As you may recall, the Owls varsity traveled several times to the Lubbock area last season and get those games all at home this year. So after we hit the bye week, then we'll have 2 home games on October 8th, October 15th, Abernathy and Roosevelt to start out the district play before the Owls go on the road once again to Coahoma. So Major Stockton kneels on the ball for the final time, and the Forsan Buffaloes put together from start to finish a fantastic ball game, and the Owls find themselves on the short end of 43-0. So, Owls get the week off, and we will catch you 2 weeks from tonight as the Owls begin district play.